Okay, I saw X this year. Wasn't a fan of it, and then I saw saw Men. I definitely wasn't a fan of it. Now, is this a good horror movie released by A24? Well, let's talk about it. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to another movie review. This time we review movie Bodies. My stars are Amanda Stenberg, uh, Pete Davidson, and some other actors and actors that I don't know and don't give two fuck about. And this movie is directed by Halina. Uh, I can't even pronounce this director's name. And this is a new horror movie directed by of course as he said on the times, rated by A24. And the plot of this movie is about the two. And what this movie is about these two, about these young adults, and they go to this mansion, they have a party, and they play this game called Bodies, but things go quickly around when folks people end up dead and all that, and I know I'm a week late doing this review, but I couldn't see this. I know I'm a week late doing this review, but I need to do better. But and let's talk about A24 for a second. They don't really have the best track record when it come to horror movies. This is coming. But I do like the other ones. I like Disaster Artist, Uncut Gems, all that. Hereditary was Hereditary is not a bad movie, but it's the one done for me. I did same with Moonlight, and I didn't like Tusk. I did not. Tusk that was a stupid movie. Spring Break was it was okay, but man, as you know, I wasn't a fan of Men or X. Those movies was just garbage movie. That was to me the way it was. That and Men has and X has a 96% on Rotten Tomatoes. Like really, a 96%? That's wait. This movie just I thought this movie I wasn't a fan of it. I thought the movie was overrated. Same with Men. Men has 69% on Rotten Tomatoes. How the hell these movies get a high rating on Rotten Tomatoes? They A24 just make some to me make some bad don't have to be had the best track when it comes to horror movies. Now was this movie better? And this movie was let's talk about the characters. That now was this movie better than X and Men? Yeah, a little bit, but it, but this movie, to be honest, this movie still wasn't a very good movie. Because there's a lot. Let's talk about the positive for a second. The positive movie that about they have good thrills in the movie. And that's all the really big positive thing I say about the movie. But that and the man. But there's a lot of things that don't even make sense in this movie. When somebody end up dead, they just blame each other. Like really, what back and forth with each other. They didn't make sense to me. That wasn't intended to me. Like really, like oh my god, get to the point. Get to the point already. Like really, point already. Like they, I love the story. I love how they had in the now the first beginning wasn't too bad, but after every movie kept going on, and this is our 35 minute long movie, but all in all, the pacing was good. The story didn't make plot didn't make sense, and the shaky cam was it was okay. The shaky cam wasn't too bad, but like Amanda Stenberg gets a decent performance in this movie, and she's a pretty decent actress. But everybody else, I ain't give two shits about. How they kept blaming each other for the person up there, and Pete Davidson, he's pretty good in this movie. basically he runs this house, but he goes to his house and like these. How many people was it? Was it two, four, six? Like six people in this. They party and they play a game called Bites, and basically had to find out who killed who and when they have to go and basically people ended there for real, and they had to find out who's the killer and all that. That that's like I said, there's a lot of things that didn't make sense in this movie. Like really, you're supposed to be friends and nobody really had chemistry with each other like all that. Yeah, like you guys supposed to be friends. Y'all arguing like really? What the fuck? We need. You're supposed to be friends. You just keep going back and forth and play each other to death and all that. But there's one scene. I'm not gonna spoil the whole movie. I've seen it, but and there's a lot of unnecessary racism in the movie, like lesbian stuff in this movie, it wasn't like I say, it wasn't really all that for a horror movie. It wasn't really all that scary. Like really, there's a lot of gore in this movie, but it wasn't. This movie wasn't all that scary. It was kind of boring to me. Like I was carrying the movie when this movie was gonna be over. Like I said, I just saw this movie today, and I wasn't. It was like I said, this is a very disappointing movie. I can recommend. You can see this movie if you want to, but I honestly don't recommend it. Like I said, the A24 doesn't really make doesn't really make a lot of good horror movies. And this movie has an 88% on Rotten Tomatoes. Like it don't deserve to be. To me, it doesn't deserve to be that high. That's too high for it. That's too high. That's like I said, that's a fan base for this movie. But unfortunately, I wasn't one of them. This movie was just disappointing for me. I was bored out of my mind. It wasn't brilliant for me. It wasn't scary enough for me. I seen the better horror movies like this year, like from the Black Phone to Nope to all that. All those are good horror movies, but I can't recommend this movie. Like I said, this movie is not worse than this movie not nearly as bad as X or Men, but it still wasn't a good movie. I could not get invested in this movie. I could never see this movie again. Okay, like I said, there's some fan base for this movie, but I wasn't. Unfortunately, I wasn't one of them. When I first saw a trailer of this movie, I thought it was good. I was curious to see this movie, but when I saw a trailer of this movie, but cause it looked interesting, but after seeing it, I was very disappointed. I'm sorry, I can't recommend this movie. So on a scale of 1 out of 10, I'm gonna give the movie Bodies a 5 out of 10. Like I said, not as bad as X or Men, but I still wasn't a fan. I was very disappointed. And that's my review or my rant for Bodies. Like I said, if you like this movie, like this review, give this movie a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And what's your favorite horror movie of all time? Mine is definitely the Scream franchise, not the fifth one. And what's your favorite A24 film? Mine so far is either Disaster Artist or Uncut Gems. Like I said, follow me on social media, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and always tell me again.